it's quite powerful, actually.
It sounds. But, So what is an inner theme?
Okay.
What?
You found a resonance that is so strong.
Yeah.
So it's like you throw a ball on it, and it just bounces. Your message is the ball. When you throw it on it, it's so solid. The message bounces out.
One of the things that you shared, which I really loved, which was obviously inspiring, is how you've worked with many mentees in a way.
Yes.
And how you've nurtured speakers who have then gone on to become global speakers.
Yes.
And we're not talking, it took them 10 years or so. One of the things you showed was how you can have a very rapid transformation.
Yes.
And you shared the example of that young Indian lady.
Yeah.
Ritu.
She will be happy you called her young.
Ritu. Well, she looks young.
Yes,
she looks
I know.
young. Asian genes. And how she transformed her career in over, 2 years?
Yeah,
From never speaking on
exactly
stage.
2 years. Yeah.
Right. And one of the things you mentioned was the importance of, at least what you helped her to do in a half an hour session or so, was to find her theme.
Yeah, her inner theme.
Her inner theme.
Correct.
So that obviously sounds like an important thing a speaker should be developing.
Actually, not only speakers, but yes, I've helped more than 200 speakers find their inner theme. It's kind of a hobby of mine.
Wow, okay.
I take a person, I've never met you before. I take a person I've never met, and in 1 hour, they tell me the life story, and after the end of the hour, I tell them their inner theme. So it's quite powerful, actually.
It sounds. So what is an inner theme?
Okay. So I define it like this. Every life is a story, and every story has a message. You think about the Hulk or Superman or Lord of the Rings, all these epic stories.
Yeah.
There's a message in those stories, right?
Absolutely.
And our lives are just stories the same way. You can look at our lives as a character in a. We are all characters in a play with 7 billion people in it. So your life. And there is also a story. The question is to say, what is the message in that story?
Yeah.
So I look at important events through a person's life, and you start to find like a red thread. And when you find that in your life there has been a red thread, and I try to find what is the meaning of that. The other way of describing it is like this: that an inner theme is a universal message that is unique to you. Meaning, a message that every human being needs to hear. But you are the only person in the world who can tell this.
That way.
Yes, exactly. You're the best person to deliver this message, but the message is so universal, everyone should hear it. So, for example, let's say you're a subject of sexual abuse. To stop sexually, how to handle being sexually abused is not a universal theme, because not everyone has been sexually abused. But it could be, for example, how to overcome adversity, which everyone has done if you have overcome sexual abuse. Or it could be respect for boundaries, which is very important if you've been sexually abused, but it's important for everyone, whatever that boundary would be. So it's about going as deep as making it so profound and human and universal as possible, but not going all the way to the bottom. Because the bottom is with love, the world will be a better place. That's true for everyone, right? But you have to need to zoom out one level, but not more than that. It's like Google Map. You go as close in as you can, but not until you hit the notes on the pavement. And when you go that deep, and most people have never gone this deep, but if you go that deep, you found a resonance that is so strong.
Yeah.
So it's like you throw a ball on it, and it just bounces. Your message is the ball. When you throw it on it, it's so solid. The message bounces out. Right? The epic example of this, I guess, is like someone like Nelson Mandela, who spent 27 years in jail, thinking, and then he realized who he truly was and what the message really was, and he came out, and you could feel that this guy has been thinking about it. Most of us cannot spend 27 years in jail, but it shows the power of how strong a message becomes when you do think a lot of finding that inner theme, and every person has an inner theme. Every person, and I've done 200 of them, and I'm amazed by the amount about how all the themes are different, but there are so many universal themes out there. And when you find it, you want to go and spread it to the world. Like, you want every person in the world to hear this. And now you're not trying to sell a speech, you're not trying to become a speaker, you're trying to get that message out. And when you go up on stage, they will feel that.
Right, and so this finding your inner theme, I guess, would be particularly valuable for a professional speaker. Yes. Because it allows them to deliver a message with authenticity.
Yeah, and I would even go so far to say you should not be a speaker unless you know what your inner theme is, because it's kind of like being a bus driver and not knowing where the bus is going. You're not going to be a very good bus driver.
Right. Okay, so fantastic. Fredrik, thank you so much. Just one, if you could give our audience one tip on the first step to take to becoming an inner speaker. Would it be finding an inner theme, or is there something that you need to do before that as well?
Okay, one tip if you want to be a professional speaker, go to professionalspeaking.com and read 250 free, I'm not selling anything, it's free,
and get the notebook.
advice on how to be a speaker. No, that I'm not going to sell my book to them, it's free advice. And I also have a book, How to Become a Global Keynote Speaker, which I also give away for free. So my inner theme is humanity to the power of ideas.
Yes,
right? And what does that mean? It means I believe in the potential of humanity and the power of ideas. What does that mean? I mean, I want everyone to reach their full creative potential. So part of my inner theme is to help other speakers get their message out to as many people as possible. That's why I'm here today speaking for free. That's why I give away my book for free, because that's not part of my business model. That's part of my theme. This is part of who I am.
Right.
If you want help to spread your message, I will help you do that.
Right. Fantastic, Fredrik. It was really good meeting you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Fantastic.
Okay, good.
Thank you, guys. See you soon.